From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's voice briefing. It's Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. From politics reporter Clara Hendrickson. Attorney General Dana Nessel announced felony charges Tuesday against the group of Michigan Republicans who allegedly participated in a scheme to try to award the state's electoral college votes to former President Donald Trump with a phony certificate in the 2020 election despite his 154,188 vote loss in the state. Those criminally charged include a former leader of the Michigan GOP, a former Michigan Republican National Committee woman, and other ardent Trump advocates. According to a news release from Nessel's office, each defendant has been charged with the following: 1 count of conspiracy to commit forgery, a 14-year felony; 2 counts of forgery, a 14-year felony; 1 count of conspiracy to commit uttering and publishing, a 14-year felony; 1 count of uttering and publishing, a 14-year felony; 1 count of conspiracy to commit election law forgery, a 5-year felony; 2 counts of election law forgery, a 5-year felony. For more on the story, including the names and backgrounds of each of the 16 individuals charged, you can search for Clara Hendrickson's article, Trump's Fake Electors Charged by Michigan AG in Alleged 2020 Election Scheme, on Freep.com.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Sheriff's deputies abruptly shut down a 2-day Pontiac youth sporting event Friday because the city said it was not authorized. But organizer Dennis Thompson said the mayor didn't tell residents the whole story. And he can back that up with images of his applications, a certificate, and a receipt. Thompson also said Monday that he and the city worked out a deal for a new date and location, August 26th at Bodette Park, for youth kickball and basketball games, dubbed the Battle of I-75. However, he added that doesn't make up for what he and the community lost when the city denied him leeway for missing a 1 p.m. deadline by 2.5 hours. About 200 people, including vendors, basketball teams from as far away as Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois, had come for the free event, he said. He added he lost about $1,000 out-of-pocket expenses, half of which, he said, was spent on a permit. The event was canceled, but, he added, it also wasn't a good look for the city. Thompson acknowledged to the Free Press that he did, as Pontiac Mayor Tim Grimmell said in his email to residents, miss the deadline to have submitted all of his paperwork. But he also missed an in-person meeting that had been set for earlier this month because he had to work. But he said the email blasting him seemed unfair, unnecessary, and over the top.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department, taking a look at Summer League basketball in the NBA. It wrapped up out in Vegas on Monday with the Cleveland Cavaliers beating the Houston Rockets in the championship game. Yes, that's right. There's a championship for NBA Summer League. And one of the top players for the Cavaliers happened to be Emoni Bates, one of the great players in Michigan high school basketball history, had a circuitous route to pro ball from the Ypsilanti Lincoln to Ypsi Prep to Memphis to Eastern Michigan, and now a second-round draft pick this summer to Cleveland. And he was one of the better players for the Cavaliers. He averaged over 17 points per game out in Vegas and was the second-team All-Summer League member. Yes, there are honors for Summer League. Speaking of Summer League, check out the Pistons Pulse, our weekly podcast dealing with all things Detroit Pistons. Omari Sankofa and Bryce Simon broke down the second week of Summer League for the Pistons and also dug deep into the Isaiah Stewart contract extension. That's the Pistons Pulse, anywhere you get your podcasts.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press by visiting Freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.